We're back.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, we've got some more music reactions
From the generations.
from generations, and who knows what'll what games we'll play today. I don't know, but I do see that you've got a new background, and Homer's back there. You've enticed Homer back into the shot
I lured him into camera view.
with Melon.
No lettuce and green peppers.
Huh? Are those as popular as melons? I can't imagine.
Um, well, the lettuce greens are pretty much a staple, so they're just common. But yeah, melons are kind of an extra treat.
Gotcha. And more. So, if we had to rank food preferences, would worms be at the top?
Um, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Worms are sort of a additive, occasional thing. They mainly want greens and lettuces and stuff like that, followed by fruits or veggies, followed by protein slash worms.
What a healthy diet. Who knew tortoises had such a healthy diet?
Originally, I fed him nightcrawler worms, live nightcrawler worms, which are, they're that long. And oh, that was a gross sight watching him eat those things. But boy, he liked them. But I've switched since then, and I get these little freeze-dried worms. So
No more live worms.
I ought to give them a batch of live ones again one of these days. Marge hasn't sampled live ones yet.
Oh my God. Well, you have to.
I'll have to get them some.
Maybe it'll be a Thanksgiving treat or something.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, expose me to some new music.
Okay. So what I wanted to do today. So I was sharing before we started recording today that of the reactions we've done so far, the one that's gotten the most attention has been a Van Halen reaction.
And which song was that? Was that the Mixotomosis thing?
No, that was Radiohead.
Oh yeah.
No, it was Take Your Whiskey Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and clearly there's a lot of people watching our videos that are Van Halen fans. And I know you well enough that even if you like some Van Halen songs, you probably don't like other Van Halen songs.
That's correct.
Just a guess.
So, I mean, that's true of any group.
Well, now wait a minute. I would be willing to bet that there's probably no Pink Floyd songs you don't like.
There are definitely some Pink Floyd numbers that I can do without. Some of the more far out stuff gets a little too far out for me.
Their old stuff.
But the Beatles, I mean, there's some Beatles stuff that I just ain't gonna bother listening to, or Led Zeppelin. I'm not sure if I've heard everything they've done, but yeah, Van Halen would fall into the category of not everything.
Well, and I would say the same for me, even though I like a lot of Van Halen stuff. There's some stuff that it's kind of like, the early Van Halen with David Lee Roth. I like most of everything that happened. With Sammy Hagar, there's a little kind of radio-ish, poppy, some of it for me could live without. But what I want to share with you today is, and you may or may not even be aware of this. So there was the David Lee Roth era, there was the Sammy Hagar era, and then they had some other random guy that came in for like one album, and that apparently didn't work out. Got rid of him. And David Lee Roth came back for one album.
I vaguely recall hearing that.
And, honestly, I didn't really pay any attention, at that point. But I got turned on to a song off of that later album with David Lee Roth. And I kind of dig it. And it's different, but you can definitely hear the Van Halen in there for sure. So this song is called Stay Frosty.
Stay Frosty.
Stay Frosty. Yep.
Okay.
So you're going to want to, I think, turn your volume up. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Stay Frosty, Van Halen.
Journey to the north, yeah, what the preacher said. He said, I'm strong to box with God, learn these words instead. Go to the reflecting, my advice is free. There's a trick to Christian values and it's compulsory. Stay frosty, that's what the preacher man said. Stay frosty. His words still bragging in my head. Can't control your future, can't control your friends in a world without end. Stay frosty. Hey, yeah. Stay frosty now. Traveled to the south, Egypt, Rabbi appeared to me. Voice heavy with the sands of time he made me see. Same as Kabbalah Day, but for you it's free. God guides us on our journey, but careful with those feet. Stay frosty, in a world without end. Stay frosty, like that ancient immortal said. Don't want him to get you, go, don't show him where it's hid. And that's just what I did. Stay frosty. Woo! Look out! Stay frosty now. Use my hand, I won't look. I journeyed to the east and I struggled to stay afloat. A solitary Buddhist monk threw me a rope. Looked me in the eye and said, don't make me say this twice. You want to be a monk, you gotta cook a lot of rice. Stay frosty in a world without end. Stay frosty. Work hard at this, my friend. Look beyond that kung fu fighting. God is love, but get it right. Stay frosty. Stay frosty now. West to the California coast, where the folks who know about frostiness stay frostiest the most. And my brand new landlord proposed me a toast. My West Coast toast. Stay frosty. Chanted like a mantra. And there's nothing you can't handle. Far and wide, far as you ramble. Dressed in our but tie up your camel. Stay frosty. Stay frosty. You're right about one thing.
if you had started that off to me blind, I think I would have figured out that was Van Halen.
Yeah. I mean, they've got such a besides David Lee Roth's voice, Eddie's guitar, and I mean, even the drums. I mean, they've got that very, brum, 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 the sort of
Which
galloping.
one's the drummer? Alex?
Alex, yeah.
I noticed his parts definitely. Yeah, and the guitar, especially towards the end when they just start rocking. Yeah, I like it.
It's different.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but they do have that thing that they do, and they did it in Take Your Whiskey Home, right? The little talky kind of thing, where David Lee Roth's kind of like talking in between singing, and I like it. I think it's fun. It mixes things up a bit.
Yeah.
So you like it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to pull it up and see the lyrics. Because some of it I didn't understand what they were saying, but yeah, I like it. And let me see.
Here comes the rating. I can feel it.
Yeah, let's start it off with a 7.
7. That's legit. And this is another one of those that, at least for me, I feel like I've had to listen to it a few times. The first time I heard it, I was kind of like, kind of like that look you had on your face for the first minute. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And in the whole, at first I was like, I'm not sure about this, but now I like it.
I remember when the Beatles were still fairly new, and people would say, "What is that? What kind of lyrics is that?" Yeah. What is that? Here's Van Halen this many years later with ha ha ha.
I think Homer likes it. He's gotten very active all of a sudden.
Was he boogieing?
Well, he kind of waited till the end, but now he's like, like moving all over the place. So
all right.
I think we woke him up. It took a
There
second.
you go.
Yeah. So a 7. Okay. So that means it gets on your list, and we'll get further exploration.
I will hear it again.
Awesome. Well, I'll be curious to see what you think after you hear it a few times. Cause like I said, the first time I think literally I saw some sort of I don't know, comment or reaction about like the best Van Halen songs or something like that. And so I was reading, I was kind of going through that, and this was on that list. And I was like, what? I was like, what song is, like, I've never even heard that song.
Huh.
And so, had to check it out. And I think that's what made me listen to it again, was I was scratching my head going like, I still don't know if I'd call it one of their best, but I do like it.
I'm not sure how much of Van Halen's library I've heard. Probably not all that much. I need to listen to some more of their stuff and see, because the ones of theirs that I am familiar with that I like like their feel, their energy, and the guitar and the drums and yeah, David Lee Roth. I definitely liked his stuff, early stuff, more than the Sammy Hagar stuff that I have heard, but I need to listen to more of them.
There's, and it's funny because some of their early albums didn't get much attention at all. And, they had their first album, which was huge. They had, Running with the Devil and Eruption and You Really Got Me, and like all those big hits that Van Halen had kind of early.
Have you seen Junior's grades?
So that's from And the Cradle Will Rock, which is it's not off the first album. That's their next, was it their next album? Women and Children First, which is where Take Your Whiskey Home was on that.
Ah,
And then there's another album in there called Fair Warning. And I don't know if any of the songs off of Fair Warning really got much airplay. Unchained, maybe. And it's much kind of grittier. And that's maybe my favorite album of theirs. The stuff that didn't make it to the radio and is just a little more kind of raw, you know. So you'll have to check out Fair Warning.
all right.
And I'm sure our Van Halen fans watching this will have lots of their own opinions.
They'll have a field day with this.
Yeah. All right, cool. So it sounds like it was a success. And honestly, I wasn't sure. I was not sure on this one. Interesting. Oh, Homer's gone.
Yeah, I thought I saw him out of the corner of my eye over there, but
He left. Okay. Any final words?
no, thanks for sharing that one with me, and I look forward to more, and hope everybody out there enjoys it.
It's for an old dude. You're kind of a rocker, man.
That's what I grew up with. I invented rock and roll, you could say.
So you get like a nickel every time one of these, like every time a rock and roll song is played.
Oh, don't I wish.
Yeah. Well, but you listen to harder stuff than I do half the time, which is interesting. So
You think?
I don't know. I'll have to share with you some of the stuff I've been listening to lately, which is on the more mellow side.
Huh.
Maybe
Okay.
that's what we'll do next.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Do the thing, hit the buttons, subscribe, say hi.
Pleasure as always. Good wishes to everybody.
Peace out. See you next time.
Bye.